Yo, 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 yo. So, guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel, and it's your guy, that crazy lecturer, here again to you. Guys, I'm going to teach you how you can make money off the Google Admob platform today without being cut. Yeah, let me say it again, being cut. Because one crazy thing about Google Admob is, guys, you're always gonna get caught if you don't do the right thing. And I can assure you that in this video, I will teach you all my tricks. But I'm not gonna be showing you my AdSense results anyway because I know you're a thief. You understand? You go peep into my AdSense stuff, yalla, I'll blow your head. Anyway, without wasting much of your time, let's head straight so I can show you how you're gonna do your self-clicking in a very, very, professional way without getting caught and without having your AdSense account blocked or shut at the end of the day. So of course that's the most painful part of it. So that's why sometimes I even advise people to run like 2 accounts simultaneously if you can do that, or you can run 3 accounts simultaneously if you can do that, depending on how many mobile devices you have and all of that. And again, before I start, as you can see on my PC screen, I'm having 2 mobile devices here. This is number 1 mobile device, and this is number 2 mobile device. I can change this one to, for instance, I change it to what do they call it, tablet. I change it to tablet. So this is actually a tablet here on my PC, and the one behind it is the normal Android phone. So if you have this application, you can do this instead of going to increasing the number of phones you have and all of those things. So this is another simple way because in this thing, this is more like we are scanning Google. Of course, you understand that. So since we are trying to scam Google, we're trying to do it with every art of professionalism. So that's how these things work, because you can never tell how or from where the loophole will actually come from, and then before you say Jack Robinson, you get caught by Google and you get banned. Your AdSense account gets suspended or terminated, and your Admob account get terminated as well. So I wouldn't want that to happen to you anyway. So just in case you want to use this app, you can go search it online, Memo Play, and then if you want me to create a short tutorial on how to use this app, you can just shoot me an email and I will as well do that. I'll just help you work yourself work you around this app. So without wasting much of your time, guys, if you want to do self-click, there are many things involved. I'm not going to be talking too much about that right now. I can make a comprehensive video on that later. But for now, I'm basically going to show you the application I'm using for my own self-click. And secondly, I'm going to try as much as I can as well to show you how to do it more effectively without being get caught. So it's more like I'm giving you my own ideas now that I've taken a lot of time to learn and garnered over the years. And again, I'm not just giving you ideas as an Admob self-clicker. I'm also giving you my own ideas as a digital marketing specialist or manager. So take note. That's it. So before any other thing, let's get started. So if you come over here on this, my other mobile phone, like my mobile phone number 1, I have an app here called Freak Engine. It's called Freak Engine. So I use this app. I also have many other softwares that I use. I use this Vampire Admob. I use this Freak Engine, and I also use anyway. There's one other software that I use again. But without wasting much of the time, we're gonna want to use this Freak Engine in this in this tutorial. We're gonna be using this Freak Engine. So before you start anything, just make sure you go to your settings. Let's assume you've done something before, understand? So, but if you've not done anything before, go to your settings, clear your cache for your browser. If possible, hit on this manage space and clear all data. You understand that? So, having said that, you're gonna want to go back, hit on this Freak Engine, which is the software I'm using, Freak Engine car. I want to clear the cache. Then I go back again. Go back to still in settings. actually this is Android 5 point something. That's why it's in totally different place. So you're going to want to reset your advertising ID. So reset it. If you want to find this option, just go to your settings. You will see a place where you can select Google. You will see Google someplace there, like just like in this other settings. If you go back, this is your settings page, right? Home page. You're going to want to scroll down until you find Google. You understand? So click on this Google, then it will bring you to this same interface. So you want to find this ads here. You're going to find this. So click on this reset advertising ID and endeavor to check this button that says opt out of ads personalization. So once you've done this, you can repeat this twice depending, or you can do it thrice as well. So then you want to go back to this your home page anyway. Look for your VPN. Of course, you'll be requiring a VPN in this Admob self-clicking stuff. So as for me, I use paid VPNs, and most times I use the free VPNs. Actually, on my mobile phone, I use a paid VPN, and the name of the paid VPN I used is Hide My Ads. Yeah, that's what I use. And then on this my Android emulator, I use the Gecko Play and this Gecko VPN rather, and this Siphon Pro. So you're going to want to select your VPN, hit and open your VPN, and select a different country. Let's say US. So let's say you can just select US in this drop-down menu. But in my own case, in my own case, I'm currently using Singapore, as you can see here. So there is one more other application that I use just to ensure that my VPN is working properly. Because sometimes you tend to select this VPN stuff and you hit start, and at the end of the day, you just discover that the VPN did not route properly. So there is this app I use in Binge in checking, checkmating that. So I use this IP location to run a test on where my VPN is actually pointing to. So whenever I go to this app, I refresh it, and it will automatically tell me that the exact location where my PC is, my emulator is. So I want to be sure about that, and whenever I finish this 5 processes, then I come to open my Android emulator, my Android application. This is Freak Engine Car again. If you need this software application, you can as well write me. I'm going to drop in my number, in my email in the section below, so you can write me an email if you need this application, so that we can discuss terms and conditions. Anyway, no qualms, guys. You want to come to settings, and over here you're gonna want to input your, what do they call it, your app ID, your banner ID. Then for this banner size and banner type, you can select banner or you can select smart banner, whichever one. But selecting banner or smart banner is actually very, very wise. You can leave all these other options out, because the most effective is the banner and the smart banner. So you want to come down here and select this Joomla display. Actually, this application has been programmed in Indonesian language. So but again, if you need this software, when we talk about it, if you want it from me, when we discuss the terms and conditions, I'm going to give you a total overview about the app, and the meaning of all, the translation of all of this Indonesian language. Yeah. So this certain Joomla banner actually means the number of banners you want to request per ad request. So the number of banner you want to request per ad request. So you want to select 10. Then this delay banner means the number of time you want the a particular ad request to remain before changing and making a new request. So in my own case, I want to select 15. You can still select 12 if you want. Then coming back to interstitial, you just add your interstitial ID, delay interstitial, mine is 15 seconds, maximum penayagan. This maximum penayagan actually means the number of impressions, the maximum number of impressions, while maximum penayagan dandao actually means the number of impressions that got failed. So like the number of failed impressions. So when it reaches this 100 number of failed impressions, the app will automatically stop and ask you, so stop. So and at that juncture, when the app stops, what you will need to do is to understand that ads are not being shown up, something like that. So what and a failed impression actually means when you make an ad request and that ad, let's assume you made an ad request for banners, and the ad request did not show up, which means the fill rate wasn't good enough. So that is what is going to cause these failures. You understand what I'm trying to say? So method impress, the method of impression, you can either select automatic or manual. Then this method blank. So this works for TDAC active means not active. Then banner plus interstitial means show banner simultaneously with interstitial. So simple and save. So now here this is the junction where you can put all your keywords and this pane. After putting your keyword, you still hit the simpan and set. Then you want to go back. So after doing this once, you don't need to repeat it over and over again. Doing it once is enough. And again, one good thing about this application is it also works for IP, like location. It tells you your location, your address and all of that. So it's more like I have three major sources of being sure that my VPN is working fine. I check it here, I check it in my VPN application as well to see the location, and I also use my IP location to verify my location. So I'm always 100% sure that my VPN routed to the actual country or location where I want it to be before kicking ahead with my impressions and self-clicking. So I want to hit on start. Now I want to select banner because I want to make impressions first before clicking. So what you want to do is to be sure that you make impressions first, because if you jump into clicking without making impression, of course that's fraudulent, and it's very, very easy for Google to catch you, because of course there must be impressions before click. If you don't make impressions and you're clicking, it doesn't make sense, guys, because of course you can see it's understandable. So there must be a lot of impressions, not really too much, but between 50, 40 or 30 before you can make like one click or two click. So in that way, it's very, very, it's directly proportional. Your click is directly proportional to your impressions. There wouldn't be any form of suspicion in this, strategy. So you want to create, you're going to wait for like 12 to 15 seconds, like I have set in the settings. And after that, you're going to wait. And this, you can see this is 10 here. And Gagal means failed, like the failed attempt, 0. Whack 2, the seconds or the time reading. So your success rate has been 10. And this 10 is the initial 10 that was requested for in the settings. So right now they are beginning to change. 11, it will increase to, it changes another cycle. 12, it's going to change. It's going to continue changing till it gets to 20. So you can see how this app works perfectly. So it's going to keep on changing until it gets to 20. And now that it's in 20, it's going to stop again for another like 10 to 15 seconds, depending on what you have imputed or saved in the settings area. So if it's 10 seconds, then it's going to wait for that 10 seconds before going into another cycle of impressions. So let's just hold on for a moment. While it gets to 30, then what we're going to do is stop these impressions. Of course, it means that we've gotten 30 impressions. Now we're going to go and create another impressions for the interstitial. So let's just wait a moment till it gets to 30. As for this other Android, I'm gonna wanna do one or two things here. Okay, guys, as you can see in our first test Freak Engine car app, we have already gotten 30 impressions here, as you can see, using this location, Singapore. So what we want to do now is double click and go back. Now we're going to go back to start again and hit on interstitial. Now you're going to wait for a few seconds and the interstitial ads will begin to load up. As you can see, the interstitial ads are already coming up. They're coming up, they're coming up, they're coming up. After 12 seconds or so, another ad request will be made. And once that ad request is being made, a new ad will come up. So let's wait for a moment. Now, okay, I want to do one thing. Start clicking right now because, you know, of course, we've gotten 30 impressions and we have like 4 already here, meaning 34 impressions. You could actually leave it to 50 impressions before making one click, no qualms. But in my own case, most times I usually allow for 40 impressions before making one click. Yeah, 40 impressions, guys. So I want to click on this right now. Oh, I want to see if that click actually worked because this application was too fast. Let me see. I'm now in my browser. Okay, that click did not actually happen. No problem. I wasn't fast enough anyway. Okay, get instant access. No, I don't want to click on this ad because I am not sure it is gonna give me a good CPC. So I just wait. Okay, I think this will give a good CPC, and let's see. I've just clicked on it. The reason why I clicked on that ad was because I do believe that some of these medical related ads have good CPC. Sometimes it's very difficult to know those ads with good CPC, but if you are into digital marketing or you're into all these online stuff, you should be able to do, you know, a bit keyword research. You should be able to do some keyword research and figure out some of those high paying keywords. Then you can try as much as you can to use those high paying keywords in your Freak Engine, you know, Freak Engine app. So I'm gonna want to make 2 clicks here before leaving. So I love to make a click for this. So I've just made another click on that, making 2 clicks. So after this 2 clicks, I think is enough for that number of impression. So I want to go back. Okay, right now I'm at the home page. So I want to go to my Google Chrome browser. So I've made just 2 clicks. These are duplicates. So I made just 2 clicks. Yeah. So 2 clicks, like my browser is already indicating now. 2 clicks. So after making these 2 clicks, guys, that's all you want to do. You can go to your AdSense account after 5 minutes to check, and you will notice the same thing I just told you. You will see the location, you will see the clicks, you will see the number of impressions you've made, exactly how it is from this application. So after doing this, all you want to do again is go back to your settings and repeat the same process. Number 1, don't forget, clear the cache for your browser. Number 2, we'll be clearing the cache for this application. Number 3 would be to change your app ID. That is a very, very important aspect of it. Change your app ID. Number 4 would be to change your IP location via your VPN. And after changing that, number 5 would be to go set up your app again. You know, you could actually the settings are actually done once, because except you clear the whole data, of the app. That is only when you need to, come back here to add your, your app ID and all of this. But if you clear just the cache files, then you wouldn't need to go back here to change or to alter those settings again. And for Chrome browser, I usually advise that you clear all the data, because since Chrome is a product of Google, they could have a way of manipulating this browser since it's theirs. So that's one thing. I fear Google with all my power and my heart. Okay, so guys, at this juncture, this will be the end of today's tutorial. And just in case you enjoy this tutorial, just in case you enjoyed it, just in case you enjoyed it or you find it interesting, endeavor to hit the subscribe button below and subscribe to my channel. If you don't subscribe to my channel, guys, hey, I am your guy, the crazy lecturer. I'm gonna show some madness to you. I'm gonna do something crazy to you, man. Subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, leave your comment in the section below just in case you have any contributions to make or you have anything tangible to say. If you want to go down there to criticize my video, if you want to go down there to say all shit about my video, if you want to go down there to say, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, I won't take those shit from you. I will locate you and I will shoot you. Because, hey, again, share your own ideas if you have anything important to say. Don't just go there and castigate anyone who has something or who has a good information to pass or to share with others, man. Don't be a thief, Anyway, guys, see you on the other side. In my next video, I'm going to be showing you something really, really exciting. If you want to contact me, my email is in the section below. You're going to contact me. I'll discuss business with you. If you want us to discuss any other thing, if you want us to play, we can play. If you want us to discuss business, we can discuss business. If you want us to be mad, we can be mad at ourselves, Anyhow you want it. Yalla.